Australia is the place our next contender calls home. Meet the kangaroo. Animal Fight Night's very own mixed martial artists who go head-to-head for total, ultimate fighting. "25 feet in a single leap. Breakneck speeds of over 35 miles per hour. As fast as a wolf. Solid muscle makes up 80% of its body mass, making the male kangaroo built for fighting. It's easy to see why a group of kangaroos is called a mob. And when they clash, they become nature's ultimate kickboxing champions. This mobster has been in charge for 2 years, twice as long as usual. He's still armed and dangerous. Within the mob, ranks are strict. The only way to the top is to fight your way up. Now, this deputy is tired of playing second fiddle, but he has to be sure he can win. The mobster has exclusive rights to the females. With those kinds of privileges at stake, fights often get ugly and deadly. The mobster must crush this rebellion. The deputy takes some shots, but comes back. They interlock claws to hold each other off. That was just the start. It's time to pull out the big guns. A kangaroo's spine runs all the way to the end of its tail. Over 3 feet long, it has up to 25 vertebrae, supported by ligaments. Their tails can support their entire body weight. Balancing on their tails, their legs go into trigger mode. Their large muscles contract and release a massive burst of energy, delivering a mega kick. Their kicks are so loud, they can be heard nearly 500 feet away. The force, pushed through double claws on their fused second and third toes, could disembowel, so kangaroos have evolved extra thick skin on their stomachs. The kicking's not cutting it. The mobster tries something new, the neck grab. Claws nearly 2 inches long are sharp enough to puncture eyes, so they throw their heads back for protection, exposing their necks to being ripped open. A powerful floor slam, and the deputy knows he's fighting a losing battle. He waves the white flag with a grunt. Satisfied, the mobster leaves him to wallow in his defeat and returns to his mob to remind them who's boss.
Kangaroos are vegetarians, but they can be fiercely competitive when it comes to courting females. And when they combat each other, feet are their weapon of choice. They're armed with extremely muscular hind legs and enormous feet, which help them to execute broad jumps with every hop. This Bigfoot can cross the vast reaches of the Australian outback with ease, at peak speeds of almost 45 miles an hour. But one thing can stop this speed demon in his tracks: a potential mate. For days during mating season, a male kangaroo, also called Boomer, will follow a female. He shadows her every move. But there are plenty of Boomers out there, and fights between them will break out often. And that's when the weapons are unleashed. It starts with a quick right jab, then descends into an all-out brawl. This is not just boxing, it's more like ultimate fighting. A favorite tactic? Using the forepaws to grip the opponent and then quickly kicking with their huge clawed hind feet. It's a move that can crush bones, disembowel the opponent, even bring death. Fortunately, a referee breaks up this match before it goes too far. Gray kangaroos like to keep their young close by. Very close. A baby roo will call its mother's pouch home for almost a year. But how it gets there in the first place is a strange and harrowing journey. At 1 month old, the baby roo, barely more than the size of a jelly bean, emerges from one of its mother's 2 uteri. Once it's outside her body, it grips her fur, and though it still hasn't developed eyes, it instinctively relies on its forelegs to crawl up towards her pouch. It takes a few minutes for the tiny roo to reach the pouch. That's it, there. Within minutes, it reaches her pouch and latches on to its mother's teeth. That's enough travel to suit the young roo for a long while. Over the next few months, it grows inside the pouch. Even once it ventures outside, it's still not ready for cross-country trekking. For 9 more months, this joey will rely on its mother's pouch for shelter, transportation, and protection if it senses danger. Even after it leaves the pouch, it stays by its mother's side, nursing for an additional 1 to 6 months. The pouch, though, is now off limits. Its mother will already be carrying her next baby. From now on, the joey will have to travel on its own 2 feet.